How's it going, YouTube? Oxy here, and welcome back. Today, I'm going to be talking about, a game I'm looking forward to that probably no one else is, and that is RoboCop Rogue City. This game was announced, I want to say a year ago by now, 11 months-ish, and it's made by a smaller studio, Teyon, which, of course, most of you are like, who is that? They recently made Terminator Resistance, which genuinely I believe is an underrated first-person shooter. By no means is it a perfect game. Certain outlets like IGN gave it like very bad reviews, but honestly, don't listen to them. They're the same company that gives Call of Duty a pass every year. 9s out of 10s when that game is like a 5 and below. Like, to be honest. But yeah, it's made by the same developers, but one thing about Terminator Resistance that I could say is that, again, although not a perfect game, you could tell it's made with love and care. Like, the developer truly care about the IP, and, by a lot of fans, it's agreed upon that Resistance has the best future war depiction since Terminator 2. Because, of course, 1 and 2 have those awesome scenes that we all love. And, yeah, Resistance is usually agreed upon that it's the best interpretation since those movies. It continues that story, ignoring everything else, which really isn't a bad idea. And, yeah, it's made by the same people. And we don't know much other than that it's coming for 2023. And that's it. No consoles, nothing. So I imagine it'll be for all consoles, just like Resistance. Although, I know in a specific thing, Resistance got a PS5 version, because it came out originally PS4, Xbox One. But then they gave it a PS5 version, but then they never did that for Xbox Series. Yes, you can play the game on your Series, but it isn't like a upgraded visual version. They only did that for PlayStation. So I hope that's not the case this time around. But again, RoboCop, unfamiliar. Of course, you have like all-time classic, the Paul Verhoeven, I don't know, it's just good, just classic. 87 movie, really good. I recommend it to anyone, honestly. Yes, it's violent. Yes, it's a action movie, but it's perfect satire about like corporate America. And of course, there's also the allegory of like Jesus Christ. That RoboCop is Jesus, and I'm not making that up. That comes from Paul, the director himself. It's pretty funny when you think about it. He literally there's a scene where he's walking on water. But anyways, yeah, the new game, I just want to, what I think they should do in order for the game to be successful. So again, Resistance was a decent enough game. The gunplay was good. They got all the weapons right. The purple, well, not purple lasers, but the sound, everything. So I have faith that they'll do the same with RoboCop. But what I want to know is is this just going to be another first-person shooter? Because the last RoboCop game, like real one, I don't know if there was any mobile ones, was in 2003. And that game isn't that great. It came out for the PS2, the original Xbox, I don't think the GameCube, and then PC. And that game wasn't good. It was made by Titus, the same company that made Superman 64. Yeah, for the RoboCop, the 2003 one, was their last game before they shut down. So, not the greatest hope, right? Or at least past the RoboCop games. Even though you have like RoboCop versus Terminator on the Super Nintendo, that's a fine game. Pretty fun. And yeah, it's like, I guess gunplay is definitely important, but here's my thing. So RoboCop is a slow character, right? He's like a slow-moving tank, essentially. Mobile tank, right? Like, he's durable. So would that make for a good first-person shooter, Wouldn't that literally just devolve into like corridor, shoot, walk, shoot, like you would think it would get boring. So I wonder, it's saying Rogue City, so I'm imagining it's like a open world, maybe. And just the idea of like that sounds pretty cool on paper, right? It's like you have open world or semi-open world, like a large area as RoboCop, and maybe you get deployed, or there's like crimes, right? Like again, he's a cop, so you could be at like the police station and you get reports, and it's like, oh, that's your mission, right? Like, go stop this, like a bank robbery or something. And either, I guess, being that they're a smaller studio, maybe you just get dropped in, like that's how you load levels. Or what if you could drive there, right? You literally are like on patrol and you go to these different parts and do your thing. I'd imagine there'd have to be story missions, right? Obviously, there will be a story, I assume. And, you'd have your main missions, but it'd be cool to have a lot of side quests. Maybe that way you could unlock upgrades or that sort of thing. Like in later, like RoboCop 2 and 3, the movies, like, he gets like a jetpack, or like he could switch out like his arm for a machine gun or like a flamethrower. Like, that'd be cool. And maybe new stuff. Like maybe we could see like laser weapons or that sort of thing. Again, he's meant to be like this high tech, powered up guy, so it'd be cool to see. And that's my thing, I guess, is just like, again, it's a smaller budget, so I'm not expecting like some, like GTA 6 with RoboCop. No, but I'm excited. I appreciate Teyon for, taking on these older IPs, because Hollywood isn't doing anything good with them, like Terminator, RoboCop. So it's nice to see someone at least care, or I could say the IP seems to be in good hands with people that care about what they're doing. So that's always good to see. And I encourage it. And, if anything else, check out Terminator Resistance. It's not that bad of a game. I think you may like it. If you're a fan of Terminator 1 and 2 specifically, you'll like it. But yeah, RoboCop Rogue City, have you heard about it? Are you going to check it out? I mean, I hope it's good. Again, just all we know is 2023, and we'll probably get more announcements, more like a release date, the consoles that'll be on later in this year, because who knows, again, being 2023, it could literally be at the end of that year, so it could be like, well, by now, like a year and a half away. I'm hoping it's more towards the middle or latest summer. I think summer would be a good spot for it to come out. But yeah, hopefully it's good, and if you're a fan of 80s action, maybe you'll check it out, and do expect a review when it eventually comes out. But yeah, guys, that was my video. Just bringing attention to a game and IP that I care about. I love the original movie. I need to see 2 and 3, and hey, just stay tuned. I may have something planned for RoboCop and Terminator. But with that, guys, that's the video. I hope you enjoyed it. If you like this type of content, I make new videos every Tuesday and Saturday. No excuses, on the dot. And please be sure to like, share, subscribe, hit the notification bell, all that good jazz. It really helps the channel, and I truly appreciate it. But as always, everyone, I've been your host, Oxy. Take care, and I'll see you next time.